Hey everyone, welcome to the final part of Costco stock fundamental analysis. In this video, we will look at the key valuation and the return metrics while analyzing any business. Throughout this video, I will be using my own application ApexKPI to look at the valuation and the return metrics. If you haven't watched the previous four parts of the video, where we have talked about in detail on Costco's business model, income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement, please make sure to watch it and watch this video as a final part of the fundamental analysis segment. Quick disclaimer before getting into the numbers. This video is not going to be any sort of financial advice. This is just me looking at the historical number and thinking about the narrative, what it said to me. So with that, let's get started. Now I am into my application. I have already pulled up Costco in the stock analysis, and I am looking at the valuation and return sections. Might be if you want, you can play through my application. You can just use the link in the comment section, or you can just type in apexkpa.com. You just need to register and you will be good to use. As of now, it doesn't need any credit card detail or payment. I'm just testing out as a pilot version, so you can start using it. And if you have any questions or comments or feedback on the application, please let me know. So once you come into the P by E ratio in my application, by default diluted P ratio will be selected, but if you want, you can switch into basic. But for me, diluted gives me a clear picture rather than basic. So we are going to look at 10-year historical data. If you want, you can look at 5 years, 3 years. Accordingly, it will change. A quick snapshot before we look at the chart is, as of now, the current P ratio is 47.9x. On 1 year average, it is trading at 51 P ratio. On the 3 years, it is trading at 50 PE, and on the 5 year, it is trading at 46. So by looking at this number, you could get a sense of the historical numbers. I mean, historical average value of P by E ratio. Now, looking at the P by E ratio chart for the last 10 years, during 2016, it was trading at 29.3x, say roughly 30x. Then consistently it stayed around this value till 2020 or till the COVID hit. Then might be what I'm seeing is from 2020, early 2020, the value shot up, the P multiple shot up to 40x. Might be my thought processes during the COVID time, we had a lot of uncertainty. So a lot of investors thought anyhow Costco business will survive and they might be invested a lot, which might have taken the valuation to a higher multiple. Then we had all this interest rate increase or interest rate cut. Then might be the valuation could have dipped to 32x. Then again it shot up. But the most significant rise started during 2024, where it was trading at around say 35x. All the way it shot up to 62 PE ratio. Then again, it saw a huge decline. Might be this is a time frame where predominantly the tariff part hit in. Then again, it shot up to a certain level. As of the most recent time, it is trading at 47.9x. So while talking about the PE ratio, I also try to compare it this business with their competitor business. We know Costco's close competitor is Walmart. For that, what I did is I just opened a new tab and I went to the peer comparison module. In this, I'm just going to compare Walmart and Costco, and let's see how the P by E ratio looks like. So here we have multiple modules. If you want, you can play through, but now I'm just looking at the P ratio section. If you look at the P ratio section for the last, say, 7 years, this is how the numbers looks like. We already seen Costco is at around 47 multiple and Walmart is at 39 multiple. So both are commanding a high premium. As of now, might be July first week of 2026. Even the big tech companies like Google, Amazon, Meta, they are trading sub 30 multiple, whereas Costco is commanding, I mean, both Costco and Walmart are commanding around 40 multiples. And the next section which we want to look at is price ratios. In price ratios, I have two sections. One is price to sales and another one is price to book. Predominantly, where I look at price to sale ratio is if the business is new business which doesn't make profit, then it makes sense for me to look at price to sales. But Costco is a well established business and making consistent profit, so I don't like, I mean, it doesn't add much value to look at price to sales. Price to book, similarly, it makes sense only to look at when we are evaluating financial sector. So I'm not going to look at this information as well. Then we have enterprise value multiples, that is EV by EBITDA, EV by sales, EV by free cash flow. All these sections or all this information will make more meaningful if you compare it with the peers. Here we have EV by EBITDA, EV by free cash flow. If you want, you can just play through, but considering the length of this video, I'm not going to look at right now. Next one is cash conversion cycle. I feel this is the most important metric for any business I would look at. In simple words, let's align on what conversion cycle, cash conversion cycle is. It gives us a number of days it takes for a business to convert $1 of cash sitting into the bank account into the inventory, then sell it to the customer and collect the cash back from the customer. So this is what, in simple words, cash conversion cycle is going to give to us. So by looking at the summary, cash conversion cycle as of the most recent quarter is 0.5 days, which is a very good number. And I'll tell you how this value is calculated. So first, this is how the cash conversion cycle for Costco look like for the last 10 years. It is consistently less than 10 days, which is within 10 days, Costco is able to collect the cash, make the inventory, sell it to the customer and collect the cash back from the customer. If you are curious how this value of 0.5 days is calculated, you need to understand the three metrics again. The DSO, which is days sale outstanding, DIO, days inventory outstanding, and days payable outstanding. Again, if you're curious how this DSO, DIO, DPO is calculated, you can just scroll down. I also have a slide, widget here which you can read it through. Days sale outstanding or DSO is nothing but how many days or how long it takes for the business to collect the cash back from the customer. So in this case, if we look at the DSO, which is around 4.8 days, and then days inventory outstanding is how many days a product is sitting in their shelf or in the inventory, which is around 28 days. Then DPO, which is days payable outstanding, is a day how long or how many days the Costco takes to pay back its supplier and vendor, which is around 33.1 days. So by adding DSO plus DIO and netting it with DPO, we will get a value which is a cash conversion cycle. So lesser the cash conversion cycle, or historically if this cash conversion cycle is number is getting reduced, the business is doing good. And if you see any business with negative CCC or cash conversion cycle, which is the business is running at a gold standard level. Next one is return metrics. The key return metrics which I look at is return on equity or ROE. If you look at this number, the value is between 5 to 9%. And again, if you are more interested to break it down, you might have break it down the ROE. You might have known this DuPont decomposition. If you're interested, you can just play through, but I don't want to make this video much longer, so I'm just skipping it. Next one is debt and leverage. We are already talked about debt to equity ratio and balance sheet. Again, to reiterate, on a historical level, maximum debt to equity ratio they had is 0.5x, and they have reduced it consistently. And as of the most recent date, they have only 0.26x of debt to equity ratio, which is for every $26 of debt they have $100 of equity. So these are all the information which predominantly I would look at from valuation and returns perspective. If you think you would look at any other informations while it comes to valuation and returns, let me know in the comment section. We will try to add it in my application. Then, if you found something interesting or if you found something valuable from this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel for upcoming videos. And if you want to play through my application, the link is there, ApexKPI.com, or I will also pin it in the comment section. Please feel free to use it. So with this, I will conclude my video. Thank you and take care.